Hi, everyone, and welcome to your new moon in Cancer reading. This is all about the Cancer energy around this new moon. Remember, new moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, planting new seeds, and bringing your dreams and wishes to manifestation into reality. Okay, let's start with Cancer's key phrase, and that is I feel. What does this mean, and where is it going to show up in your life this new moon cycle? And how can you use it to your advantage? Cancer energy is all about the ability to have unconditional love and nurturing, not only of yourself, but of others. It is the inner emotion and emotional security, and its motivation comes from emotions and asking what feels right, feeling through life and building and shaping relationships from a place of feeling. It is also being able to take the emotional temperature of the situation before acting on it or engaging with it. Cancer energy is also very sensitive. However, there is a strength and a take charge sort of mothering energy that not only wants to give emotional security, but to receive it as well. Looking at the shadow side of this energy would be knowing that feelings are complicated emotions. So, being careful about the stories that you tell yourself is important, and try really hard to avoid emotional manipulation of yourself or others. So, now that we know what the Cancer I feel energy is, let's take a look at where it is going to show up for each zodiac sign. As always, I suggest you watch for your rising sign first, as it will be the most accurate, resonate the most. But if you don't know your rising sign, you can watch for your sun sign. And if you're interested and want to book a personalized new moon reading based on your very own birth chart, there is a link to my website in the description here on YouTube. So take your time, read through the area for your rising or sun sign, and then go on to the pick a card at the end. That is if you want to find out different areas that you may want to plant new seeds in, if what you read isn't really resonating with you this time around. Okay, I will see you through all of that. I will see you at the pick a card. Bye bye. Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon reading with that Cancer energy. Okay, this is what you want to maybe do instead of what you've already read for your rising or sun sign, that house. Okay, we're going to get you some more areas where you can plant those seeds and bring in your dreams, your wishes, whatever it is that's good for you, and to bring it into reality, to manifest it. Okay, you have two piles to choose from here. All right, we have pile 1 with peonies. Number 28 or number 10 could be important, and it reads, "It is time to reap your rewards. Settle in for a ride with Lady Luck." I love that when it comes to talking about planting, because you are about to reap the reward of what it is that you've planted. Now, the other one, pile 2 here, is summer berries. Number 34 or number 7 could be important. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. So whether you choose pile 1, pile 2, whether you want to watch both of them to get more areas that maybe you can try to plant those seeds and bring them to fruition, okay? It's up to you. So make your choice, and I will see you in your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this peonies card, number 28, number 10. It is time to reap your rewards. Settle in for a ride with Lady Luck. I'm just going to set this to the side. Okay, and let's get right into this reading. The first cards I pull out, I don't confirm with tarot, okay? But I will, with the others, we'll also bring more oracle out at the end. So, first out, we have waning crescent. Surrender, restore, reflection, intuition, stillness. This is a message. These cards are also going to come out with maybe advice, guidance, messages for you, insights, as well as the additional houses. What I want to say right here, we're talking about a new moon, right? And planting the seeds to bring the good in. With the full moons, we release and let go. Okay, I feel like they're asking you to remember back. What did you release and let go so that you could bring the good in, so that you can restore it? Okay, use your intuition. You've let go of something somewhere so you can start planting seeds for the good. Remember what that is. Remember what you surrendered so that you could restore. Death, rebirth, okay? New moon is the rebirth. Full moon is the death, okay? So let's get another card. I can never say the name of these just so you can see it, but it is adaptation and achievement. Overcome your concerns by embracing change. In the midst of confusion, one can also find purpose. That's why I feel reflection, intuition, okay? Use that. Be still. Maybe sit in what we can call quiet time, meditation, however you want to think of it, so that you can embrace the change that needs to be made, bringing that good in. And if you're confused, you can find it. You can find the purpose there. But I feel like you need to sit in silence. That is where you will learn how to adapt. That is where you will be able to achieve, as the card is saying. So right now, we don't have any additional signs. That's okay. They can come out here in some of the other cards. Fruition. Okay, well, there we go. Number 37, number 10. We had 28 and number 10 could be important to you. Harvest moon. This is all about gathering up that abundance, bringing that good into your life, whether it is personally, if it has to do with other people, if it has to do with career, with job, if it has to do with your day-to-day life. It can be different for you in different ways. But it's getting that, isn't it cornucopia? Normally this is a little bit different, but it's really gathering everything that's good for you in and making the most of it, taking advantage of it, okay? That's what planting seeds is all about. So let's keep going here, pile 1. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. There, we have a house for you. Virgo is the 6th house. So do you want to plant seeds around? Maybe something needs to change up or become better in your daily routine, your work, your job, service to other people, any duties and obligations you have, maybe your health and wellness. Do you need to have some newness starting in those areas? Only you will know. But let me get a tarot to go with this. So we have 6th house. I also will say that if at any time you have already read for one of the new houses that I'm giving you here, that is a double down on that house. So if you've already read because of your rising or sun sign, the 6th house, this is Spirit saying, you know what, too many come out there. You need to go back and look at that 6th house because there's something that maybe, oh geez. There may be something that you're overlooking. So, hang on, let me get these straightened up. Okay, pile 2. Let me continue, or sorry, pile 1. Let me continue on here. Okay, there. Still too many. Okay. I'm going to have to flip through and just get the card. They'll stop me in the right spot. Okay, there we go. 5 of Wands, chaos. Well, you could think of 5 of Wands as, I always like to say, we're coming back into summer, the ant at the picnic, the bee in your soda. Okay, it's that little gnat, the mosquito, the black fly, whatever it is that is just driving you crazy. It's causing chaos. Maybe not real serious chaos for some of you. For others, it may be serious chaos. But there's something that's causing that. Is it because you're trying to maybe take something that you don't really need? I'm just going to throw that out there. Could it have something to do with this 6th house as well? We can also look at this as this energy here is somebody trying to take something. The ants are trying to take little nibbles of your food. The bees, the wasps, whatever, are trying to get into your drink and have a little sip. Okay, so you know, if you're in a little battle and it's chaotic, it could be because somebody's trying to somehow take something from you, whether it's something physical or just your energy or your state of being. Because this is 6th house, I want to say they just want to get in, you know, if we think of your emotional energy, your mental energy, they just want to get in there. Okay. Remember, you can look at 6th house for what it is. This is just a little message for you here. There's something somebody's trying to take. Okay. When it comes, I feel, to something in that 6th house as well. But remember, you're also going in to read about that 6th house to plant seeds in those areas to bring the good in. This isn't necessarily the best energy. It's an annoying energy. Let's continue on. We have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Ooh, I love it when these messages come out because maybe some of you need to plant the seeds or take the action, right? Moving forward, your hopes, dreams, wishes. Is there something that you've wanted to take the lead on? It's Capricorn energy. Could it be within your career? Okay, because that 10th house is all about ambition, your surrounding your career, any responsibilities you may have, you may need to take the lead in. Your reputation, maybe someone else is putting something out there about your reputation. You may need to step in and take the lead and straighten that out. Okay, what you're known for and how you're making your mark in the world. And it could just in general be you taking the lead in that 10th house, okay? So go back and look at the areas in that 10th house that maybe you can plant the seeds. I think it's interesting. I talked about your responsibilities. So where do you need to make the change of stepping up and taking action and the lead when it comes to the responsibilities in your life in general or with your career? We have Three of Swords, heartbreak. The Three of Swords is just that. It's the Three of Swords. It can be pain. It can be heartbreak. It can just be disappointment, like severe, like serious disappointment, severe disappointment. Like I said, for some of you, it could have been very chaotic. And maybe there is something around because we're talking back here about job and your work, your job. And here we're talking about your career. So there could be something in and around you that's been a little chaotic and has been causing you a bit of pain, a bit of upset, a bit of heartbreak, whatever it may be. So I feel like this is why they're saying it's a time to give rather than take, and step up and take the lead. So if you need to give something up here in order for this to calm itself out, really think about that long and hard. Do you really need it? Could you give it up in this area and then you move over into a new area, and that is where you will gain whatever? Okay, that can be message for someone. You step up, you take the lead. So we have the 6th and the 10th house. Okay, really planting seeds around your work, your job, your career, but also the other areas that you'll read about too. Look at this card come up. Take the lead. Okay, there's something here that you need to take the lead. If there is stuff that's just causing pain and heartbreak and chaos, you may need to step up and be like, all right, enough of that, no more. We're not going to, I'll give my time, I'll give my energy to making this go away. Okay? Because it benefits you in the end. All right? So there's some messages for you coming out. These are messages, but also giving you those additional houses. And if you read for the 10th, that would be a double down on the 10th. Let's get a tarot, though, to go with this. And don't forget, I said the number 10 and both of these could be important to you, which could tie back to that 10th house. Something coming to an end so you can bring the good in. Right? So if you can end whatever this and this is, then you can bring the good in for yourself. That's what this new moon and planting seeds is about. You making the decision to do what it is that you love. Right? There's not going to be any heartbreak here. Maybe this is about relationship for you in some way. It could be for some of you. You may need to take the lead to get that person to, I don't know, solidify that relationship, whatever it is. That could be it for you too. All right. But you just need to make the decision to take the lead. No one else can take the lead for you. I'm just going to move this card up here. And we're going to get another area, because these cards will always give us an area. All right. So we're going to give you another area. Oh, hang on. Too many. Just one, please. Just one. Virgo. Oh, doubling down. If you've already read for it, a triple down in that Virgo. You reap what you sow. So if right now you have been in chaos and heartbreak and all of those things, and you're living in that energy rather than giving than taking, okay, standing up and taking the lead, that's the energy that you will sow. We want you to plant the seeds so that you reap the good stuff for yourself, okay? Again, it's that 6th house. So I don't need to go back into that, okay? It may be taking on starting a new endeavor here. We're talking about, oh, and this card just came out. I seek balance and grounding. Perfect, okay? Capricorn and Virgo are both earth signs. So you seek balance and grounding. You can't be in this chaos and this heartbreak, okay? Those are not the energies that you want around you. All right, but please go back and read that 6th house and 10th house, because there's something in those that you can plant seeds for to bring the good in. And these are just little messages maybe on the side. okay, that you need it to hear. Pile 1, thank you for being here. If you choose to go on to pile 2, you most certainly can. I will see you there or in one of my other readings. Bye-bye. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, summer berries. Number 34 or number 7 could be important to you. And it says, be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. The first thing that I want to say, just because of that, we're talking about planting seeds. Think of it like your garden. You can't sow or you can't reap what you have sown in your, in your garden too early. The potatoes won't be fully grown. The carrots won't be fully grown. The onions, whatever it's going to be, the peas, right? Everything is going to be small and tiny, and you want it to be robust and big. So if it's fruit, for example, don't pick it while it's still green or white or not ripe, because you're not going to get the best of what it is. So whatever you've planted the seeds for, don't jump ahead. Remember, spirit here, pile 2, God, source, universe, whomever it is for you, takes time. Timing is everything. They're working on the back end. They want you, I'm going to say here with the summer berries, to have patience on the front end. Now, remember, we're talking Cancer energy here. And it's funny, I didn't talk about that enough in pile 1. I don't think I mentioned it at all. Funny how readings go sometimes. But this is all about how you feel. Don't let your emotions get the best of you here. Have patience, okay? Have patience. All right, let's look at the first 3 cards. I look at them first to get you other houses, but also before we, I also do these cards and I don't do tarot with them. Geez, I'm tongue-tied. Oh, we have the 10th house. Okay. 10th house is all about, it's Capricorn energy, career, ambition, your responsibilities, your reputation, what you're known for, and how you're making your mark in the world. So where in that 10th house do you need a fresh start? Do you need to have something new? Do you need to plant the seeds? You may have dreams and wishes around that 10th house. You need to start planting those seeds so that you can achieve, okay, the harvest that you want from it. I love how that's tying in. What do you want? What do you want to achieve? It's your social status, your public image. Yeah, we had talked about that. Power, authority. Where do you need to have good in that area? Come in, you're going to plant the seeds in that area. Look, we have Cancer. Victory and conquest. I achieve. Contain your temper if fulfillment, and did I not see the word fulfillment right here, is what you seek. Integrating yourself will be your best asset. Be emotionally balanced here with this new moon, because it's all about the feelings. Okay, what is it that you would love to do in this 10th house area? Okay, what is it that you would love to see happen in the 4th house of home, family, caring and nurturing for yourself, feeling secure, having your inner emotions balanced, okay? Because like I said back when I read about the Cancer energy at the beginning, it's all about your inner emotions and emotional security and asking yourself what feels right. Controlling and containing your temper is very important in that. Okay, let's get another card. So we have 4th house, we have 10th house you can go and look at in addition to or in place of what you've already read for your rising or sun sign. Number 43 or number 7, interesting. 34 or number 7, important. The unexpected, blue moon. Yeah, once in a blue moon. Maybe you've never thought about this before. Or maybe you have thought about it and thought, oh, well, that would be once in a blue moon that would ever happen. This is Spirit saying, maybe, unless you make it happen for yourself, which you are totally capable of, planting those seeds, getting your dreams and wishes, bringing them into manifestation, or manifesting them and bringing them into reality for yourself. You can do this, pile 2. Absolutely. Okay. Just going to straighten these up a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now, let's get the other cards out and we'll get some tarot with them, and then we'll pull some more oracle at the end. So first card out, we have a time for healing, balsamic moon. So, releasing and letting go of maybe what it is that's causing you to need some healing. Well, now we're talking, that would be full moon, release and letting go. We're here with the new moon, and this is saying, you know what? It is a time for healing. Maybe you need to take a little time out and do some healing before you start to move on with anything to do with this 4th or 10th house here, okay? And planting the seeds. This won't be for everyone. This could be a message for just a few of you. But if you've had to release and let go of something in order to bring that new in, don't forget, healing is part of it sometimes. Sometimes it's very hard, pile 2, to release and let go. And the healing may take a little longer, and that's okay. Allow that for yourself. Just realize, I'm going to say here, you don't need to rush in to something new. Or if you do, just be patient and give it time, okay? Don't pick it too soon. Maybe that's it. In order for you to heal, you can't pick it too soon. Look, the Star card come out. I love it when the Star card comes out because it is hope, right? We're talking about dreams, hopes, and wishes. To me, that's the Star card. Being open to the possibility of what can be planted and what can be brought to fruition here. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I always say, think of a garden, think of a fruit tree. You can't pick the berries, you know, the strawberries if they're still white. You can't pick the beautiful, what should be a red apple while it's still green. Okay, you need to just take your time, keep your hopes and dreams and wishes alive. If you need to heal, that's what you do. But stay inspired about what it is that you want to happen. Okay, stay in flow. And it will happen as it should. Now, let's get you another here. Ooh, 1st quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. Yeah. You can't make, oh, I love this. You can't make a garden or a flower or a fruit on a tree or bush grow faster than it's going to grow. No matter how much you try to control it with water and fertilizer and this, that, or the other. You can't, okay? It's going to ripen when it ripens. So maybe in order for you to heal, you need to release a little control. Maybe in order for you to bring your dreams and wishes in over here, you may need to release a little control. But we're talking Taurus. That is 2nd house energy right there, or Taurus energy in the 2nd house. If you've read for any of these houses already, the 2nd, 4th, and 10th, this would be a double down. Spirit saying, God, Source, Universe, take another look at that, please. But maybe this has something to do when it comes to money for you. You need to manifest in new income or new ways to earn money. And they're saying you need to let the process just flow. You keep the dream alive. You work on it. You let spirit work on it, and it will happen in the right time. So it could have something to do with that around money, or your earned income, any of your financial responsibilities, that 2nd house, personal property, possession. It could even have to do with your core values and how you value yourself. Okay? Because, yeah, I feel that really ties into that 10th house about responsibility, reputation, what you're known for, right? Like, you know, does it align with your core values? Do you value yourself when it comes to that, the things that you want to bring in? Be very aware of that. Okay. But the control may need to be released, and it could be in that Taurus energy. But remember, this is also giving you the 2nd house that you can plant seeds for. If you're able to release the control, look at this. They're giving you that 4 of Wands, that celebration card. That's what it is. It can mean marriage. It can mean celebration. It's stability. Everything's going good. It's time for celebration because you've been victorious, okay? So just remember that. There will be something for you to celebrate if you're able to get those seeds planted and nurture and care for them, not trying to control them, allowing yourself the time to heal, not trying to make things ripen and grow before they're ready to be harvested. Okay, let me get the next card out here, pile 2. Oh, slow it down. There we go. I said their timing and our timing are different. They're working the back end to make things happen. We're working the front end. So slow it down. Don't pick it too early, okay? Slow it down. Don't let your temper get out of control. Let's get a tarot for this. Slow it down. Allow yourself time to heal from whatever it is that you had to release and let go of in order to bring your dreams and wishes in here with this Cancer energy. This card come out. Love it. It's a time for growth. The Ace of Pentacles is a new start. Is it growth when it comes to career? Is it growth when it comes to your money? Is it growth when you think about, my core values, how do I value myself? How do I want to be seen? People to see me when I make my mark in the world. Like, this is a new beginning in this area. Planting new seeds is planting new seeds for a new beginning, okay? And it could be around abundance, around money, around career and job. It could just be financial in some way, all right? So keep that in mind. You need to slow it down to allow it time. It's like I don't know why, just marinating food. You need to allow the steak time to marinate. Follow the instructions. Does it say let it marinate for 2, 4, 6, 8 hours or overnight? In order to have the best steak with great flavor, you need to allow it to marinate per the instructions, okay? Oh, this is all about food. But, I mean, you guys, we understand that, you know. We talk food. We understand food. And this is a perfect example, pile 2, of just, you know, the whole garden and growth cycle and talking and growth cycle and talking about it. Okay, let's get you another house here. Aries. Oh, the first house. Love it. That's all about me, myself, and I. So how do you see yourself? How do you identify yourself? This is how other people are seeing you and identifying you, right? This is how do you, okay? As well as your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, and how you come across to other people. So is there something there? I keep going back to this healing that needs to heal. And now you're like, you know what? I'm ready to move forward with, I want to say, a new sense of purpose. I want to plant new seeds about myself. Okay. You know what? I maybe don't have a great body image, or just the way I feel about myself has never been great. But you know what? I need to change that up. I'm going to make that become a reality. Okay. It also says boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. Ooh, could be tying back into here. Collaboration. Maybe you'll have help doing this, or you may need to ask for help to do it. How we feel about ourselves is very important. I mean, it really can change everything in our lives for the better or for the worse if we have negative thoughts about ourselves. So let's turn this into a positive and get working on that by planting those seeds. Okay, pile 2, you know what? You have to heal the old ways that maybe you thought about yourself to bring in the new way to feel about yourself. Maybe for you, you want to start a new way of exercising to change your physical appearance. And maybe you've never succeeded before, but maybe if you collaborate with someone or get a trainer or ask for help, it can happen this time, okay? It's that type of thing. Let's get one last card before we go. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Well, that's what that's why I do these readings. Okay, pile two. It's full moons, release and let go. I give you the areas. Some advice and guidance are in the cards here from Spirit. And the new moon is about planting the seeds to make things better, to bring that good in. It's change. It's death and rebirth. So don't remain stuck here, okay? Keep moving. Slow it down, but keep moving. This can happen for you, pile two. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to go back and check out pile one, you most certainly can. But remember, this Cancer energy is all about what feels right. See you next time.